Hi. I don't know if you can tell, but I look a mess. I feel a mess. And this place is a mess. And I want to fix that. I just took off all my lash extensions, all my lash clusters. I plan to put them on again after I refresh my hair and everything. I took out my press-ons as well. As you can see, these are my natural nails. I'm surprised they didn't break off. Let me show you the other ones. I shaped them because my nails don't naturally grow in this shape. They grow square. I'll put a picture over here so you can see what I mean. But that's how they naturally grow, the shape that they grow. But I love this shape. It's so feminine. I don't know. But yeah, it hasn't even been that long with this hair, but it feels like it's been a month already. I don't know, big hair is overwhelming. I love big hair, but it gets overwhelming for me. But yeah, I already felt like it's been 2 weeks, but it hasn't. It's a week and a half because I did this hair last Tuesday, and yeah, so it's been a week, and it'll be 2 weeks this coming Wednesday, and we're in Saturday. So yeah, I am exhausted because I was up all night. As you guys could tell by the time, it is 7:40. I've been up since yesterday around 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, the insomnia has been really bad, and that's my fault. I did this actually this time around. It was my fault. I was streaming and doing a lot of midnight streams, and that's how we came to this. So it is entirely my fault for putting me and Princess being my body, in this situation. I'm sorry, Princess. Sorry, girl. But I'm gonna get us back on track by not sleeping today, because this will be around the time I actually fall asleep. But yeah, I'm just gonna drink grand powder. And suck it up for today. Grand powder is like, it relieves headaches because I am getting a headache from staying up so long, and I did drink some gin. Why? Because honestly, I've had that. I was drinking gin in like a mason jar the other day, probably like a few days ago, maybe Monday, beginning of the week, and I just couldn't finish that one glass for some reason. Actually, not for some reason, it's just because I kept pouring more gin and adding more ice and adding more juice. As soon as I saw the glass get half full. So so yeah, that's what happened today. I decided to finish it while watching some Chinese vlogs, because I'm finally taking learning Chinese very seriously. I feel like while I'm at it, I should learn Japanese, but I don't want to overwhelm myself right now because I'm still on a mission to be very fluent in Korean. I've been on this mission for 3 years now. I know. Is my door open? Yeah, I left my door open and there's a bunch of men here. It's fine. If anything happens, I have a knife. Just kidding. They're not bad people. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, I'm really tired. I'm glad you cannot see the eye bags. Also, my phone cracked. Last week, the day I started doing my hair, this baby fell and she cracked. So, as you can see, there's like, I don't know if you can tell, but the lighting is not the same anymore. Wait, usually you'd be able to see when I do this because my reflection shows on this side as well. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, my screen cracked, and it also cracked across the camera, the front camera. So I'm gonna have to explore filming with the back camera, which I'm not used to because I don't know what I look like on the back camera. And back camera is only great for sit downs because I can have a mirror in front of me, and I can make sure that I can see myself. Of course, there's webcams, but a lot of the webcams that I know of don't allow recording, and those that do, you need to pay premium for them. So if you know any that doesn't require premium, because I'm not going to pay for an app, I'm sorry. I'm already a broke student. I can't afford to pay for an app like that. I don't even have money for it, honestly. It's not like I get any monthly allowances either. So, get what I mean. But anyway, I feel like every time I film a day in my life, I'm always doing laundry and cleaning. But hey, this is not going to be a day in my life. This is going to be part of the documentary series that I'm planning on starting. You'll know more about it later. But for now, I'm just recording footage, putting it together, because I think most of it is going to be voiceover, or a mixture of me talking and voiceover. 아직 모르겠는데 아무튼 I want to start a series called Actually, I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be me transforming, because the year is about to end in like 10 days, 11. And yeah, I don't want to wait for next year to start. I want to get the rhythm going now to transform. And I know it sounds so cheesy. We're always trying to transform and change, but the thing is, I've been the same person for years, and I'm sick of it. And actually, it's like I feel like I've let myself go even more. It's the environment. The environment I live in is so, to me, it's so dead. It's a village. It's very dry. It's very desert-like. And everybody here is all about a nice time, a good time, being in the taverns, you know, going to parties and things like that. I've never ran into anybody my age. The one friend I met has a child, and she's a year or two younger than me, I believe, if not more. And, you know, she's hustling and grinding to, you know, support her child and all. And so she's pretty young. We don't understand each other in that sense. And I'm very alt. I get told that a lot, that I'm very alt. My aesthetic is very alt compared to people in my black community, which is true. And it's even more of a contrast when you move to the village like I did. So 솔직히 말하면 저는 여기는 진짜 외계인이에요. 외계인. Even they perceive me as that, and I feel that way myself, because this place has no resources in terms of the things that I'm looking for, because I'm very artistic, you know. There's no dance studios, music studios, nothing. There are no artistic people that I know of, and the ones that I do know of, we don't have the same music taste or style. And even if I know a producer, it's like, it's always the ones that are trying to flirt with me, and I don't have the energy for that BS, honestly. So yeah, I'm very deserted, very much isolated, and it is very weighing on my mental health and my creativity. I really hope I move. I don't know how that's gonna happen, because my mom doesn't plan on moving anytime soon, but I want to get the hell out of here. This place has been draining me mentally, and I can see it physically that I am losing myself, and I don't like it one bit. I don't like it at all. I feel like I'm spiraling out of control, and I need to grab a hold of myself before I go away with the wind or something. So yeah. What I want to do today actually is film me washing my hair, because I want to do my hair. I need to refresh this hair. You see how crusty she looks? I want to refresh her and give her a wash. My scalp is itchy, so I want to wash her and refresh these curls and take a nice everything shower, because it's very much needed. I feel like I'll fall asleep after a good hot shower, so I feel like I should take the gram powder now so that I can film everything properly. Right now, I just finished practicing Korean and studying Chinese. I feel like I need to get out of my head because everything seems so chaotic for me, and it's just chaotic in my head, not physically, just my head. So yeah, I need to tidy this place. I need to wash the bed sheets. I feel like washing and stripping down everything. If I had the madness, I would take down the curtains as well, but I don't have that kind of madness. No. No. Maybe the kitchen curtain, because she's so filthy, she gets on my nerves. The thing is, she's very long, so she gets even into the water where I wash the dishes, so she gets stained with everything else. She gets stained very quickly. But yeah, about my phone. My heart sank when this thing fell, because it falls all the time, but it never breaks. I don't know what it hit this time for it to crack so much and so horribly, because she's fallen even after this crack, and every time it does, my heart just sinks. It's really not good for my heart. It's really not. But even then, it never got worse. But every time I swipe, small pieces and fragments of glasses get stuck on my fingers, and it's scaring me. And yeah, I don't want this to hinder my content, because my phone is my only camera. I can't film on my laptop. I don't think the quality is that great. But yeah, I'm gonna have to use my back camera. Like I said, I did tell my mom about it, because she's traveling. I had to call her and let her know what happened, and she was like, you know what, she's scheduled to get a new phone in February, or finish paying her. I think she was finished paying her phone in February, so she can start paying for a new one, because we buy our phones on contract. I don't know who buys their phone in cash. That is not a great deal, by the way, because you can get data and all these other benefits when you get a contract phone. So yeah, she's due for an upgrade, so she said we'll get me a new phone then, because yeah, but it's in February, and February doesn't feel that, it's not that far away when you look at it, but like, damn, it feels like far away. But it's okay. I don't know what phone I'm gonna get though. Should I get, why can't I speak? I'm malfunctioning already. Should I get a Samsung or an iPhone? I feel like iPhone is great for video quality, and my main thing right now is video quality, but also so is a Samsung. So I'm gonna have to do my research starting now, or January. By the way, I have a supplementary exam for January. I got my end of the year exam results. I was writing for 3 modules, and the first one was a supplementary one. It was a first semester module that I had to, the first semester module exam that I had to rewrite in November, because apparently I didn't do well with it. But this time I got a distinction, so yeah. And then my other 2 modules was English literature and language studies. English language studies. So I passed my English language studies with a distinction, failed the literature one, which I have to write a supplementary exam for in January the 27th. I've already started studying, by the way, because I can't for the life of me understand this novel. I don't know, I feel like I'm over literature. I used to be a literature fanatic in high school. Now I'm just not there anymore. That's no longer my fixation, so it's hard to really dive deep into this, but I feel like I have more than enough time to slowly study everything piece by piece, and the closer I get to the exam date, I'll just be left with nothing but notes that I can just revise. But yeah, I genuinely feel like I'm gonna have a mental breakdown soon. I feel it. I feel like I need to cry and release. Actually, I feel very violent and I feel very aggressive right now, but it's probably because I'm sleep deprived. but I have so much to do in this place. It's a mess. I would show you, but I feel like clenching my teeth. I feel very aggressive. So you know what I'm gonna do? I shouldn't bite myself. We're not biting ourselves. No. Let's not focus on how aggravated and aggressive I feel right now. Need to wash this hair. A shower will be good, but I first have to take that gram powder. Otherwise, I'm gonna be falling asleep, and this unnatural cycle is gonna continue. So yeah, I wanted to sing today as well. I don't know if I'll do that, but we'll see. Because I did get me a mic. I don't know if I told you guys about that, but I did get a mic. My mom bought me a mic, actually. I am hungry. But yeah. Is this episode like I feel like always, I think the reason why I also delete a lot of content is because I want to put everything in a specific order, and it was like all just align, because I thought I was going to start filming once I start my introductory to this new series of transforming. But I'm like, you know what, I'm also on this path of authenticity, and just to film, like, girl, please just film. Like, just film. Because every time I try to plan for the perfection and the perfect timing, perfect order, it just overwhelms me. And I want to be as authentic and raw as I possibly can be. Why? Because this is a documentary about me, for me, and anybody else who relates. That's just a bonus. Anybody else who's entertained, it's a bonus. Anybody who enjoys this content, a bonus. But I want to see me for me, and what I'm really going through, and how I'm really experiencing life, because I've said this before, I did not expect to live this long. And I'm crashing out every other weekend because I'm alive this long. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be. But I have dreams and aspirations. But I feel like life is against me right now. Like I said, my environment sucks. My financial situation sucks. Even my internet sucks. I hope my mom gets that fixed next month, because I can't deal with a Wi-Fi router that works only half the month, and then it's slow for the others, because everything I would try to upload will take so slow that it stops unloading, and then the footage gets messed up in between. It's so aggravating. Can't deal with that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to breathe down that lady's neck until she gets it fixed, because girl, you know I live off of this. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna constantly leave disclaimers throughout every video to let people know that I have borderline personality disorder, and I have dual ADHD, inactive and hyperactive, and I have autism. And I'm trying to unmask, because I've been masking for so long, I don't know who the hell I am. But then I don't know if that's the personality disorder kicking in, because we always have an identity crisis. We never know who we are. Half the time I don't know if I'm human or actually alive and existing, and that other people are experiencing me as well. Like, are we really here? You know what I mean? But yeah. If I'm gonna wash my hair today, I'm probably gonna film it in a separate video and do like a hair care video, you know, like how to maintain your hair, your crocheted hair type of video or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I feel very filthy, very messy, very stimulated. So let's go drink that grandpa, drink some water. And once probably I get these sheets washing, I'll feel better. But I don't want to do the laundry just yet. I want to shower first and then do the laundry, because I feel like if I have to wait, actually I can wait. Let me do the laundry first. In the meantime, I can just oil my scalp and let it marinate before I wash it. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Because I don't want to bath now, because I'm going to be cleaning the house later, and I'm going to get dust all over me while I'm cleaning, and I'm going to feel icky and yucky after that, because everything will be clean except me. So I'm going to save the shower for later. There's no need to rush. Yeah, I need to rush. But I am hungry, so I'm gonna finish the sandwich that I didn't finish earlier. Guys, I love me. The sandwiches that I make a really good sandwich. You don't understand. I'm drooling just thinking about it. It is so good. It's so hard not to binge. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm a binger, and I want to fix that because it's not healthy. I'm always bloated. I'm always just, I don't know. My body's just always, I feel like it's always inflamed. It always has inflammation. And it's just I feel like it's just going through a lot. I feel like I'm putting Princess through a lot. And like, Princess doesn't deserve that. And another thing, I feel like I should keep calling my body Princess because it makes me sad because of the things that I do to Princess and how I don't take care of her very well, but also because I self-harm. And I feel like I've been holding myself back from doing that for months, I guess. It's been months. Yeah, I'm looking at my arms to try to tell how long it's been. Months, yeah. Since I've, put the blade to my skin, but I feel like, honestly, the blade to my skin is the only way I regulate. And I really want to ask Princess if she could just let me do that. Like, just let me do a few slashes. They're not going to be deep. I know last time I broke that promise and we ended up in the hospital, but I really did not intend for it to be that way. I don't know what happened that night. I was just very overstimulated. Everything was so loud. I couldn't breathe. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't because nobody around me, my mom, I live with my mom, and she doesn't know or accept. Actually, she doesn't know what I go through, and she doesn't accept that she doesn't accept my neurology and what I'm dealing with mentally. And so I can't even crash out in front of her and feel like she will hold me down and give me the pressure that I need on my chest to be fine. I'm slowly trying to show her the unmasked side of me so she can understand that I'm really not okay, and the only reason why I don't see it is because I mask, because you're not very accepting of me, especially when I have my moods, because you're gonna blame it on the TV, you're gonna blame it on my shows, you're gonna blame it on everything but what it actually is, no matter how much I tell you. And it's exhausting because I want my mom. I need my mom. But it's also frustrating when she's the reason I'm overstimulated, and it's not her fault. I mean, I just can't stand snoring, the sounds of her brushing her teeth, and all those things, and they make me feel really bad, but I can't deal with it. It makes me very aggravated, and that night I couldn't deal. I was trying so hard to sleep. I already had insomnia, but she's snoring so loud, I couldn't. And I started feeling bad because I started having bad thoughts of like putting a pillow over her head to keep her quiet, or just like violently shaking her so she could stop. And I'm just like, why would you think that? She's really tired. Her snoring is just evidence of how hard she works day after day. And I just need to find a way to deal with it because there's just no way. And I don't know, I just snapped. I went outside. It was like midnight, and I went outside to try and take a breather. And I went outside of my braid because I went outside my blade. And even though I was overstimulated, I also had like a lot of emotional pain. If you have BPD, you know, we always feel this huge excruciating pain that feels like we're grieving. So I was feeling that on top of the overstimulation, and I needed to find a way to calm myself down and get it together before I ran out in the random street and threw myself in front of a car. So the best way to calm me down is the blade. So I wanted to do it outside so my mom doesn't. I wanted to do it outside because I wanted to cry as well, and I didn't want to cry in the house because I was going to wake her up. And so I went outside and I fell apart, started sobbing, and doing my thing with my wrists, and the cuts were very deep, deeper than I normally would do them, because normally when I did self-harm, I was still very calm when I did it. It was more like a routine. I'll be like, oh, I'm sensing an overstimulation, it's time to regulate. So I'll sit down quietly and barcode, and I'll make sure it's the same length of lines, and you know, it'll just be a proper straight line. But this time it was erratic. It was just. But my mom started realizing that I'm not in the house because she heard me leave. If you guys are wondering, I don't know, I've already told you guys before, but because my mom travels a lot, we don't really have a stable home. So we live in a one room that we're renting out, and it's literally one room. This is the bed. Behind me is the bathroom. The kitchen is right here, and the TV is right here. So it is, and that's the whole room. Really, that's all there is. So we have no choice but to share the same space, and it's been like this for 3 years. And yung zamilubega sila patio, zamilubega sila mariang klangi sa lindaw, lewan room na linzaw nje yo yang klangi. I cannot. And I've never had such a bad. My mental health has never spiraled this much or this frequently since I moved to this place. So I know that the environment plays a huge part, because back when I still had my own room, back when I was living in the city where I had access to any and everything that I needed, everything was close to me, I was fine. I was really fine. And yes, I had my moments, but I'll just cry them out like I used to, and barcode, you know, small little lines to just regulate myself. But now it's like I can't breathe, and I feel like I'm gonna jump out of the window, or I'm gonna, you know, hang myself up on a tree. And I don't want to do that because, like I said, I have aspirations and dreams. And so, but yeah, this year has been crazy. I don't even know why I ended up talking about this, but my boob hurts. I think that time of the month is coming too. Yeah, she's on the way. Miss Crimson is on the way as well. So I feel like maybe that's also one of the reasons why I feel this way right now, so messy and icky and just ugh. But yeah, I don't know why I brought this up though. Why did I bring it up actually? I wish I could go back and look at the video, but I've been talking for 30 minutes, so yeah. Oh, my boob. Ow, dang. But yeah, I'm just gonna do laundry and yeah, try to calm myself down. Oh yeah, I was talking about asking Princess if I can just regulate, because if I'm going, I don't know how long I'm gonna have to live in this environment, but until then I still want to blade, I still want to barcode, and I hope, like, I just need to have a conversation with Princess, my body, and just like listen babe, I'll take care of you in every other way if you just let me do this. And I feel like we need to make a bet, because I can't barcode and then I still make her binge eat and give her more than she can process, and then I don't let her move around, because the body is meant to be moved. Like, that's why I have hands and feet, because I'm meant to be moving, and I'm not doing enough of that. And so I need to make a deal with my body, with Princess, and just let her know, like, listen, I'm gonna take care of you a lot more if you just let me do this one thing to you, just to help me get through. If you just let me, because I've tried drinking, I've tried smoking, and I feel like that's hurting me and Princess way more than barcoding, because barcoding is just the skin. Really, it's just the skin. And I know I could do the rubber band method, and I might even start doing the rubber band method, but I feel like I need to see the red for me to actually start feeling calm. Like, I think that's why I love the color red, especially the color crimson. You know, this color, even my blanket is that color, and I don't know where she is right now, but even my safety blanket is crimson, because the color of blood, I need to see that. My own, actually, not other people's, just my own, that I inflicted and caused on myself intentionally. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have a talk with Princess and just, yeah. Because I can't. Drinking's not for me. I tried. Remember I told you about that bottle, the glass that I've been drinking for days, weeks now, and I only happened to finish. It took me a week to finish one. Yeah. So, and I do have like cigarettes, but it's like I don't really like them. The taste, the smell. I mean, the taste is a little addicting. I'm not gonna lie, but how it affects my odor, I can't deal with that. So yeah, I would vape. But vaping, the flavors are just too sweet, or just too sour, or just too weird, because I don't know, the mintiness is just too much. And so yeah, I tried everything this year. I tried all other alternatives, but they never work. If they're never effective, or they don't last long. The effects don't last long. They'll work for like a minute, an hour, and that doesn't work for me. I feel like I'll focus on the inner work a lot more when I'm in a safer environment and a more lively environment, like in a city. I'm a city girl. I feel like living in the village would be something I would consider after I've accomplished everything I wanted in life and I'm ready to settle down and get a quiet life. But I need the noise, I need the hustle and bustle, because it reminds me that I'm alive and people are alive around me and the world is alive. Because in this place, I feel like I'm dead in a dream. I feel like I'm dead somewhere and I'm stuck in this dream, because the vibration here is so low. Anytime I have a conversation with anybody, I'm not the smartest person, I know that, trust me. I'm very self-aware. I'm not like very intelligent or very special or very talented and just magical, but everybody I meet here looks at me that way, and I'm just like, you guys have no idea the people I've met in this world. And it's not to shame myself, I know I'm a pretty awesome person, but because it's like I'm the bare minimum, and the people around me here look at me as if I'm like this awesome, iconic person. I'm just like, y'all don't, you know, if y'all could be around the people that I wish to be around, you would be flabbergasted, you'd be awestruck. And it just goes to show that they are just all about the groove life, the party life. The girls my age, they're just busy with men and popping babies. Or they're just about the groove life. and I'm just not there. I'm just not there, so I can't relate to anybody. And so yeah, I feel like this is like a hell dream. It was like a dream and I'm dead somewhere, because I need to go back to the city where I can connect with people. I can go to the park and swing, because I used to do that in Pretoria. Go to a little restaurant that is a walking distance away, or I can get an Uber, because this thing of traveling here back and forth to get groceries is very ghetto. I'm sorry, very used to me waiting. For me, I just can't. I can't do it. Can't do it. Everything is very far. The grocery store is an hour walk away. Even to just go get ice cream, it's a 30-minute walk away, a 25-minute walk away. Going to the library is an hour walk away. And if I need access to the internet, if my Wi-Fi is not working and I need to upload something, I'd need to go there. And taxis are not always available when you want to go somewhere. They're usually available when you want to leave at the taxi rank, which is an hour away from here. Everything is far here, and the only stores that are close by are tuck shops, and they don't really have everything, especially things that I need and I'm looking for. So speaking of, I need to go get hair food. I need to go get me some hair food for my scalp, because girl is dry. I need hair food. But yeah, let me stop yapping. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's call it Dear Diaries for today. It's today's diary entry, I guess. Yeah, see you guys later. Bye.